Hello and welcome to Module 6 of Rat Race Rebellion's free online course about how to find legitimate work-from-home jobs and gigs. I'm Chris Durst, co-founder of RatRaceRebellion.com, and today I have a very short but very important video for you. It's about industry-specific or niche-specific or niche-specific job boards, whichever you prefer, and the importance of them and how you can leverage them, particularly if you have a very particular set of skills that you would like to put to work for you.
But what I do have are a very particular set of skills.
A niche job board can help you find more relevant, targeted opportunities in your particular field of interest. Not only that, it can make life a lot easier for a human resources person, which at the end of the day is better for everybody all the way around. The reason it works better for HR folks is it reduces the noise. And by that, I mean that a lot of people, when they hit the big job boards, if they're desperate for work, will send their resumes in for absolutely everything, whether they're qualified or not.
I'm here for a job, any job.
And while we don't recommend that, people still do it. And that means that HR managers or the applicant tracking software that they use end up having to go through tons of resumes from people who are not qualified. Generally, people who are not qualified to work in a certain industry won't search industry-specific job boards. So that narrows the playing field for you, which can be really terrific. The other thing about niche-specific or industry-specific job boards is that they often provide a lot of resources for you. In addition to the job leads, you can also find great information about what salaries are looking like in the industry right now, the latest industry news, just all kinds of information that's going to help keep you current so that you can look great in your cover and letter and resume when you get those off into these industries. Now, below this video, if you're watching this video on the Rat Race Rebellion site, you're going to see a list of over 100 industry-specific job boards categorized by the industry or the niche. If you're watching this video on YouTube, go down into the details section or the description section below, and you're going to find a link to that page. And when I say that page, I'm actually going to pull it up for you right now so you can get a glimpse at what we're talking about, just to give you a sense of the industries that we've gathered together for you. Let me just pop my head out of the way here. And to give you a rundown, we have industry-specific job boards in communications, creative work. There are some job boards covering for candidates with disabilities, as well as diversity job boards. So boards that are specializing in companies that are looking for qualified minority candidates. Education, energy and power, entertainment, financial, government-related jobs, healthcare and medical, human resources and talent development. We have insurance, IT and engineering, logistics and supply chain, marketing, media, nonprofit, outdoor and environmental type jobs, political, professional services, public relations, publishing, research, sales, Spanish bilingual and Hispanic, startup jobs or jobs with startup companies, translation, and writing. So generally what happens is when you pop over to any of these job boards, of course, you're going to learn how to navigate each one of them individually. What we're finding is many of them, when you get into the search itself, actually now have tabs where you can select remote as being one of your search options. Others you'll need to actually search for in the keyword area, remote or virtual. We find that most of these are using either remote, telecommute, or virtual. If you don't have success using those terms, try work from home or work at home. But again, we're finding that the two big ones are remote and virtual. And then we're also finding that a lot of them actually have a pop-up where you can sign up for job alerts. So if you watched Module 5, we talked about the job alert pop-up in that lower left-hand column where you can get Indeed to send you job alerts. Many of the sites listed here in our industry-specific job listings you'll find that they also have those types of pop-ups set up as well. So, for example, let's pop over to American Nurses Association. We'll see how they're set up over here. I'm going to go ahead and just type in remote and search jobs. All right, and that's going to give me 2,580 results. And I believe, yes, they do. I'm going to move my screen over here, and under their filters menu, and I'm going to move you back over here because I clicked on filters and it popped it up on the left. They have a workplace type where you can come in and actually just click on remote here. All right, so that's going to just reiterate that that's all of the remote jobs that they have. But then if you notice down here in the lower left-hand corner of the screen, you can receive alerts for this search. So if you just go ahead and click on that, it's going to spawn this little pop-up right here. And it's going to give you the workplace type remote. You put in your email address, click on alert, and they will start sending you job leads from this site when they come up with job alerts for remote. So yeah, and we're going to find similar types of pop-ups like that on a lot of the other boards. Now, I'm not going to jump to a bunch of other job boards. I just wanted to sort of make this known to you that as you're going around to these boards, do start to incorporate a lot of the tools that we've used up until this point. So those email alerts, that's just one of them. The search terms, remote, virtual, work from home, work at home, telecommute, telecommuting, telework. There's a broad array of them. Figure out what works best within each specific job board. When you're in there, decide whether you like the search that you've done well enough to go ahead and set up a bookmark. Remember how when we were doing the Google searches, I encouraged you to set up not only Google Alerts, but also bookmarks so that when you come into your browser, you're able to open your bookmarks and just start doing that click, 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 click down the line for all of those job alerts that you've set up. So I encourage you, when you find those job boards that are industry specific, niche specific, that work well for you, bookmark the site generally, the board generally, and then also bookmark a few of your favorite searches, because that will help you speed up that job search to streamline it and just make it a lot easier for you. You may want to also go ahead and set up some Google alerts for your favorites. And don't forget to try some of those site colon searches. So if, for example, we're using this jobs.ana.org right now, let's see how that works. So if I pop over to Google and I type in remote plus nurse, let's just say nurse, that's what I'm looking for, site colon, and actually let me just put this right in here, site colon jobs.ana.org, because the site that we were just looking at, and I'm going to pop you back over there so you can see it, we were looking at jobs.ana.org, okay, so if you can see that up in here, jobs.ana.org. So that's what we're going to use. I don't want to use just ana.org because I want it to search their job board specifically. So jobs.ana.org. And then I'm going to go ahead and hit search. And you can see it's doing a great job of searching for nursing jobs just on that jobs.ana job board. And we can see some of them, because I only used the word remote, some of them may be turning up things like not eligible for remote. But it's just a matter of picking through those. It's picking up on the word remote. So if you decide that you do want to set up site colon searches, you can absolutely do that with these job boards as well. So yeah, that's it. I mean, dig in, find the niche boards that work best for you. and just dive in, start to apply everything that you learned in Module 3, Module 4, and put that to work for you here using these boards that we have listed for you right here in the Module 6 resources. And I definitely hope that this will help. We've had some wonderful success stories that have come out of this in our previous course, and fully expect that we're going to have some here as well. Have a wonderful day.